What's up, y'all? We're back. Another video. Happy Friday. We're getting back in our groove, y'all. We're getting back in the groove. I hope to share more videos with y'all and more talks. I'm glad that y'all like this. Even if there's only less than 50 people watching this video, or if there's 50,000 or 50 million people watching this video, I don't care. Honestly, the way I see it, if you're watching this video, you're ahead of the game. You're already so far ahead of the game, you don't even know. You don't even know, because I don't even put myself out there like that. You know what I mean? But I know I'm one of his chosen. I know what I'm here to do. And a big part of what I'm here to do that I didn't know at first was to do things like this, was to share the visions that I've been given and, my knowledge with y'all. So I appreciate y'all. Thanks for being so early to the game and early to, getting more out of just watching YouTube videos and understanding more about the universe and about yourselves, because that's what you are. That's who we are. All right, let's get to it. So today we're going to go further into the divine masculine and the divine feminine aspects of the universe, because it's literally everywhere. It's literally everywhere. Just like numbers, right? Just how numbers permeate the universe, not just in your dimension, not just here, not just in your math books, but numbers permeate every dimension, right? No matter if you go to the higher dimensions or the lower dimensions, the fact that there are multiples of things is a thing, right? The fact that there is numbers. That's why there's a certain geometry to the universe, right? There's a certain visual script or language to the universe, just like numbers. How numbers exist. It's the same thing with the masculine and the feminine aspects of the universe. It's not something that you can just say, oh, this is male or this is female, or this is like, a human man versus human, or patriarchy or matriarchy type thing. No, it's literally just two aspects of the universe, like ones and zeros. Seriously, it's everywhere we go. Everything is made up of this, right? So I'm just trying to paint the picture for y'all. I don't want to be too redundant, but for those that, I'm trying to make this as logical to understand as possible in a way, as well. If some of y'all, most of y'all, not most of y'all, I'm sure a lot of y'all get it. A lot of y'all understand the concept of what I'm saying and how we're going about it so far. So I want to talk about the feminine aspect a little bit today. And we'll talk about masculine aspects and stuff too. But let's talk about the feminine aspect. And the fact that in the last video that I talked about, I did talk a little bit more about the masculine energy. But I do want to capitalize on how important the feminine energy is, because it goes understated. It is understated in its nature, right? It goes overlooked a lot of times, because the feminine energy is this stillness compared to all the commotion that's going around. The feminine energy is the side of nature that is peace, that permeates everything. The harmony, that's a key word for us today, harmony. The feminine energy of the universe is harmony. It is how everything connects and intermingles. It's the space in between, right? Just like when you're sick, it's easy to notice whenever you're sick. It's easy to notice that your body is under the weather and your body doesn't feel like how it's supposed to feel, right? But it's not necessarily a direct opposite of being sick, right? If you start off, I'm walking around so much. If you start off from a base point of being healthy, right? If you're sick, you're kind of going down from being base healthy. But there's not really something that's like, oh, there's a contagious level of wellness, right? I can't sneeze on somebody and give them my antibodies. You know what I'm saying? I can't sneeze on somebody and make them better than what they were before. It's usually just the opposite. It's usually just you sneeze on somebody and you make them sick, right? However, sharing knowledge and stuff like that, it's kind of like that. It's contagious. But, and I hope this is contagious for your spirit. I hope this elevates your spirit, or it causes certain, it's a key point in that journey. But, so I say this to say that when we're at our base, right, and your body is not sick and you can do everything you need and you have everything accessible and it's functioning properly, it's easy to overlook, right? Because you are in that state of harmony. You are in that state of peace. You are in that state of unity. Your body's working. Everything's working as it should. And it's easy to overlook because that's the way it should be. And that's actually badass. That is not the opposite, where we're sick all the time and then we just have moments where we're not sick. and then we just go back to being sick. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing to be in harmony. So what I'm saying, y'all might get where I'm going with this, is that the feminine energy acts in that way with the universe, right? Whenever there's peace, it's easy to not appreciate the peace because the peace is the standard, you know what I mean, in the universe. That's why it's good. Harmony is the balance is the standard. So that's what the feminine energy is. It's easy to overlook because when it's working properly, you don't notice it. You know, when it's working properly, everything is going as it should. When it's not working properly, that's when, you know, we can start to see the disarray, right? We can start to see the imbalance in things. So it's good to understand that about the feminine energy, because the masculine energy, it's the moments, it's the actions, it's the things that are, it's the substance of your sensory and everything, right? That's what the masculine energy represents. The feminine energy represents the connection, the connectivity of it all, the harmony in the music, right? The gaps, the space in between the notes, as well as the notes themselves. So the feminine energy acts as this glue, acts as this gel, acts almost as like the fluid between all of these masculine energy parts. But they are two parts of the same coin. It's not that one is more important than the other. They literally they belong to one another. And that essence and those essences themselves are what creates this universe, and also what allows us to experience what it is to be male, what it is to be female, or what it is to be one side of that coin and have that love or that appreciation or that longing for the other, right? Understanding that how the bond between these two behave, and how strong of a force that is, and how beautiful a force is, and how good it actually feels to connect, you know, when it properly and everything. So yeah, that kind of lets you know a little bit more about the feminine energy and harmony, and why the feminine energy can go understated when things are in balance. Why usually most people don't understand the value of the feminine energy, because for that, usually just taking it for granted, usually not understanding the balance that has already been achieved, the promise that has already been achieved and fulfilled is here. So I hope that helps you to understand a little bit more of what's going on around you, and then also how to like access it a little bit more. Because when you know how these energies work, I promise you, if you respect them and if you appreciate them, the universe, the nature of this planet is built off of these energies. And so it knows itself. It knows you better than you know yourself, you know? So it's like when it understands more that you're on the right page and you're getting it, it's like, oh, okay, this one's on the right team. This one's on our side. You know what I mean? Let's like, you kind of become one of the humans that they're interested in, you know, in a sense. But let me not talk too much. So it's not about me. It's about this. It's about all of this working together. I only last so long, but these energies last forever. I had wrote this one line in a song. It says, "Life is long, but our love is longer." My life is long, but our love is longer, right? And if you look at life and love, life is a segment of love, so to speak. Life is a portion of it. I get to be a segment in this whole aspect of love, this whole existence. And by love and existence, I can use those interchangeably, just like how time is money. You know what I mean? Love is the unity of two opposites that create a new experience, all within it and of itself. And that's literally what we're doing with this feminine and masculine energies. So anyways, I don't want to make this too long. Hope y'all having a beautiful day, and I'll see y'all soon.